Johnson, Tim Duncan, and Victor Wembanyama. I don't know, but I would be really upset if I was all of those other teams that miss out on those big guys.
Here's Castle, following the score by Los Angeles. Three-pointer, Fox. It's Hayes with the rebound. On offense, here are the Lakers. 4-point game. Pass to Vassell. Back to Fox. Here's Vassell. Six to shoot. Castle for three. The Lakers with a rebound. James outside. Now Doncic. And they doubled up Doncic. Hachimura sets a screen. And finished off by Hayes.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. You'll take it.
Here's Castle. Outside Barnes. Pass to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Even though Fox is just 6'3", he's got some hop, showing them off a little bit on that play.
James with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. And another shot. Hachimura from long range. It doesn't go for him. San Antonio leading by 4. And it's Fox penetrating. Missed inside. And so James will bring it up for the Lakers. Here's Hayes. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama.
With his length and energy, Wembanyama has the ability to be a game-changing defender.
54 seconds left to play in the first. To the middle. Here's Hayes. Another shot. And finished off by Hayes.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MOB, physical, get in position for the putback and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
And James gets it to go.
Just zero hesitation from James, trusting his shot.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Vassell outside. 5 to shoot. Spurs need to get one up here. From deep, Wembanyama. Puts up a deep three. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. Tie game in Los Angeles. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Lakers, what's your take so far?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything. I'm ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie.
First team foul.
Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he is still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Hachimura. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That's his second personal foul.
Richard, it's nice to have the versatility of a guy like Hachimura. Equally comfortable at either forward position.
Well, he's got the size and strength of a modern-day NBA power forward, but he also has the ability to stretch the floor and knock down a 3. That's a nice combo.
Well, RJ, you got traded a couple of times for good reason. What's it like off the floor?
I don't need your quips, BA, but it is crazy. You get a phone call and bam, you can move across the country. And while it's hard on you, you understand it comes with playing in this league and having this job.
Now here's Fox. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation.
Lakers ball. Spurs substitution. Harrison Barnes.
The Lakers in the lead. Inside. Here's Doncic. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. San Antonio with the ball. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
San Antonio with the timeout.
And the Lakers making a change here.
Let's hear it for you. Substitution for your Lakers. Dorian Finney.
Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Out to the right wing. 6 on the shot clock. The kick out to Johnson. From the arc. Pure from three-point range. Johnson's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Since drafting Wembanyama, the Spurs have looked like a team that gets better every game, RJ.
And they're still so young. They're learning the intricacies of the game and how to play with each other. But you can tell things are coming together and the future looks bright.
Now here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
Oh, Luka is so skilled at using his body to create good looks inside.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. The Lakers lead by 4. Down low. Doncic throws it down.
And you see the awareness Connect has a good understanding for when his guys are open.
Here's Castle. He's scoreless. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Dorian Finney-Smith. You know, Grant, you talk to scouts about Stephon Castle. They just feel like this guy's a winner.
Well, certainly we saw that in Connecticut. Now, as a freshman, he was a key piece in their title run. He actually turned up his game in the tournament, and that's rare for any freshman.
Now here's Doncic. Give him 8 points now. Finney-Smith. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. There's a minute 47 left to the second period. Here's Barnes.
Oh, my goodness.
How about that?
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim.
Well, Connect is used to just finishing plays, so seeing him share the wealth is encouraging.
Here's Barnes. Outside Wembanyama. Wemby putting on a show.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person. And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
Pass to Wembanyama. Over Finney-Smith. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Outside Finney-Smith. To the inside. Here's Reeves. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And now an 8-point Laker lead.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Fox with the ball. Vassell outside. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I'll tell you, he is so tough to keep down once he gets near that rim.
Yeah, he can get up even a few notches higher. And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. We'll be back in a moment. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. Spurs trail by 6. RJ, it's hard not to wonder what would have happened if the Lakers never traded for Russell Westbrook back in 2021.
Well, they would have had a traditional style of a team. They would have kept Kuzma, KCP, and their 2021 first-round pick. They also would have been able to sign Alex Caruso. They could have kept their championship core together.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Well, De'Aaron Fox, the inaugural 2023 Clutch Player of the Year, he said, quote, "You can't be afraid to fail. Obviously, you're not going to make every shot, but my team puts me in position to succeed, so the least I can do is have confidence in myself to take good shots." Brian?
Allie, thanks. You know, he's become a star. Pass to Hayes. Doncic is doubled. Back to Hayes. And here's James. He's guarded by Barnes. And there's the lob. It's stolen by Wembanyama. And here they go on a free run to the bucket. Now Fox. He's covered by Reeves. Fox goes in. Here's Castle. And stolen by Hayes. Here's James. That one drops for him. James has got 6.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Los Angeles leading by 6. Pass to Hayes. Back to Doncic. Here's Hayes. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. On offense, here is San Antonio. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half. Count the basket and the foul! Austin Reeves picks one up.
Yeah, Wembanyama fights for his bucket, using his size to get it done despite the foul.
And Richard, we talked about Victor Wembanyama, 7 foot 4 inches, skilled. Did you ever think we'd see a player like him?
Maybe in about 20 years, but we're seeing more and more hybrids. He is just an outlier that we have never seen before. The tallest player in the league and one of the most skilled.
Free throw good, Wembanyama. Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
Here's Lynn. Great positioning on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Pass to Castle. Vassell outside. Right side Barnes. Fox right side. Drives to the hoop. Vassell outside. Here's Castle. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And San Antonio making a change here.
Spurs substitution, number 10, Jeremy Sohan.
Now Doncic. Give him 8 points now. Pass to Lynn. Here's James. Again, the Lakers.
If you're the defender, what do you do there? How do you really play LeBron in the pick and roll?
2 minutes.
Fox outside. A minute 50 left in the third quarter of the game. Driving inside. Got a hand on it. They retain possession. Just 2 to shoot. Wembanyama. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Pass to Hayes. James outside. LeBron, attack mode. And the shot goes. James has got 6 here in the quarter.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Sohan outside. Pass to Castle. Here's Fox. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
Doncic outside. Outside Reeves. From outside the arc. Rebound by San Antonio. And here's Sohan. Yet to see a basket. Fox right side. Ooh, nice work inside by Fox.
This is the thing about Fox. He has the length to do damage on the inside.
Pass to Lynn. Back to Doncic. From deep three-point land. He can't get that one to fall. And we've reached the end of the third. The Lakers on top, leading by 5. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter when we return.
33.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And the Lakers have possession, leading by 5. Here's Vincent. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Vincent's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Here's Paul. And as it goes out of bounds, San Antonio will keep possession.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
That'll be a 5-second call.
That's a costly error. Now let's see how they bounce back.
Well, they don't have time to dwell on that. They just need to learn from their mistakes and move forward. Next play.
Outside Finney-Smith. Back to Vincent. From deep, here's Doncic. And another 3 for the Lakers.
Encouraging to see Doncic sink the 3. Needs to keep doing this now.
Pass to Champagny. Inside. Here's Fox. Uses the glass on the layup.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
And here's Doncic outside. Doncic delivers from range.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over the last break, I got a chance to hear what Greg Popovich was telling his team. He did his best to light a fire under them, saying, we have to fight. Now is the moment. We have to come out of this deficit swinging. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now.
Let's see what we've got. Let's see what's
So it's San Antonio now, down by 12. To the left side wing. Here's Fox. Wow, physical D, but Fox prevails.
The defense comes at Fox hard, but he's ready for it. He knows how to stay agile and nimble inside.
Shoots a fadeaway. Rebounded by Johnson.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
Spurs trail by 10. Fox outside. Pass to Castle. Reeves brings a double. And here's Fox. Here's Sohan. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Jackson Hayes.
Yeah, he's a fearless player. I mean, Sohan not afraid to give up his body to give his team a better chance.
So he gets them both. Here's Reeves. And there's James from the arc. Again, the miss by James. Here's Castle. Pass to Sohan. To the middle. Kicks it out to Barnes. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Sohan. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Lakers ball.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
From deep, Reeves. San Antonio with a rebound. Pass to Vassell. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. It's good.
The defense was so focused on keeping Fox in front of them, and that gave him enough room to sink it in from mid-range.
Here's James. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Lakers.
Wow, they're moving the ball around so well, guys. Quick passes, letting the next guy do the work if you don't have a look.
Spurs trail by 9. There's a minute 47 left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Fox outside. And there's the drive. Slicing in, De'Aaron Fox.
It's the speed of De'Aaron Fox that is just so tough to match.
Here's James. And slam dunk by James.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Now here's Fox. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
He's having one of those nights. Fox just filling it up.
Here's James. Oh, LeBron! Just too much to handle inside.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
Here's Barnes. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy.
A solid distributor. Good to see the rookie Castle finds his open teammates like this.
James, a good look. Second chance effort. Vassell with the rebound.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
Anything other than a make is game over. This is where you lean on your stars to get you to the finish line.
Yeah, this kid Castle loves having the ball in these spots. He wants to be the guy to hit the big one. And they just continue to attack, even late in the game, while they're up big.
If you want to be great, you have to have that killer instinct.
Money from deep.
No fear in this young man. We're already getting a sense of Wembanyama's killer instinct. And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And that's an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. And it's San Antonio's ball, out to the right wing. Fox with the ball. Left side, Wembanyama to tie it up. And he drills the triple. Oh, a tremendous three. We're tied. Here's Hayes. It's good. He buried a game winner.
Wins the game with nothing but zeros on the clock. Unbelievable. Woo.
Heroes finish and they're going to have to carry him off on their shoulders for that one.
And so it's the Lakers who scrape by with the win. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous